And ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And it is time for the WWE Tag Team Championships. And ladies and gentlemen, making their way down to the ring is Jimmy and Jay, the Usos. If you guys remember, the Usos beat the New Day on SmackDown episode 33 to gain this opportunity here tonight to capture their 14th World Tag Team reign here in the WWE. And ever since reuniting with Roman Reigns, the Usos have been dominant, making sure nobody stands in their way of greatness. But ladies and gentlemen, talking about greatness, we got the Street Profits, possibly one of the greatest tag teams ever here in WWE. But you do gotta talk about what happened on SmackDown just a couple nights ago. The Street Profits was in tag team competition against the MFTs, Tama Tonga and Tama Loa. And Angelo Dawkins snapped Angelo with the sledgehammer, attacking Solo, and Jacob fought too. Causing the Tongans to win, getting a win over the tag champions ahead of this tag team title match against the greatest tag team of all time here in the Street Profits, or here in the Usos. And if you guys remember, the Street Profits defeated the Creed brothers at Money in the Bank last month to gain those tag team championships, and to already have a loss on their record, not even defending their tag titles once, and already to lose to the Tongans is not good motivation here for the Street Profits. But ladies and gentlemen, let's take you down to Mike Rowe for the ring introductions.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the WWE Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 493 pounds, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos. And their opponents at a combined weight of 492 pounds, the WWE Tag Team Champions, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, the Street Profits.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you're just now tuning in, Kairi Sane retained her Women's Intercontinental Championship earlier on in the night. Fraxium retained as well. So did Rhea Ripley against Io Sky. And Javon Evans is the new Intercontinental Champion. But ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Jey Uso and Angelo Dawkins starting off this match. Big right hand by Dawkins, but now Jey getting up. Big chop by the main event, Jey Uso. Big punches, and now Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso working together as well as twin brothers. The chemistry is there. But the chemistry is also there with the Street Profits. If you guys remember, they teamed down in NXT, they teamed on Raw, and they teamed on SmackDown. The Street Profits have been everywhere, won gold everywhere they went. And now Jimmy Uso with the Samoan drop. And now what does Uso have in mind? Big chop, but Angelo finds the right hand. And now Dawkins rolls up Jimmy Uso, but Jimmy got to the ropes. Big reversal by Big Jim, who lays Dawkins out with the punch, and down goes Montez Ford. And now there's another punch by Big Jim into a super kick. Dawkins though finds the reversal, and now Big Jim getting caught by Angelo with the small package throw. And now Montez makes the tag here in this matchup. Big reversal, and now there's a super kick by Big Jim. Didn't connect with all of it though. And now Montez sent into the corner of the Street Profits. Big reverse, big punch by Big Jim. And now Big Jim tags in his brother Jay. And now here's the tag teamwork of the Usos with the double super kick. Now getting up Montez's Jay. Kick to the midsection. And now Jey Uso with the side slam. Not going for the pin. Jay connects with the super kick. And now going for the pin. Is this going to be enough to defeat Montez? No. A kick out by Ford. Big punch and another punch. And now Jay rolls up Montez, and there's another super kick. And now the crowd, the WWE Universe acknowledging the bloodline here tonight. Big reversal by Jay into a super kick. Down goes Angelo. And now Jey Uso gets up Angelo Dawkins, sending him off the ropes into a Samoan drop. Montez trying to make the tag. Big stomp, stopping that tag. And now Jey Uso in control of the Street Profits. And now look at Jay with the neck breaker, going for the pin on Angelo Dawkins for the tag team titles, and a kick out by Dawkins. And now what does the Usos have in mind? Jay getting up Angelo, sending him into the corner of the Uso. Tags to Jay. And ladies and gentlemen, they call this the 1-2 connects. They put so many tag teams away with that move. Going for the pin is Jimmy Uso. Jay's already back inside the ring, taking out Montez. There's two, and a kick out by Dawkins. The Usos was a fraction of a second away from becoming tag champs once again. And now Dawkins getting reversed once again by the Usos. And look at Jay on the apron. Jimmy just showboating in the face of Dawkins. And now Montez getting caught by Jimmy Uso. Kick to the midsection, DDT down on Ford. And now Montez kicks right back up. Up goes Jimmy Uso, and down with the DDT. And now Big Jim takes out Angelo from the top. And look at this. Now Big Jim has the crowd acknowledging the Usos here in this match. Another super kick. Going for the pin on Montez. Is this gonna be enough? And now another kick out by Montez Ford. And now Big Jim sending Montez into the corner. Big reversal. And now look at Jay with the cheap shot. Tags to Jey Uso. And ladies and gentlemen, this might be the beginning of the end. Another 1D connects. Going for the pin on Montez. But there's Angelo Dawkins breaking up the pin attempt. Not even allowing Montez to be even trying to kick out. A big splash by Jay on the outside. And now Montez is right there on the top now. Goes Montez, and Jay just pushes him off. And now Montez Ford is in trouble. Oh my God. Headbutt to the kidney. And now Jey Uso stomping the back of Montez out. Kick to the midsection. Jey Uso now slowing down the pace of this match. And this has all been the Usos in the mid part of this matchup. Big chop. And now Montez once again getting reversed by Jey, who drops him with the backbreaker. And now down goes Angelo Dawkins again here in this match. And now Uso sent Montez off the ropes, went for that spear. Montez though finds the reversal. And now there's the leg takedown by Jey Uso. Big punch. And now Uso drops Montez. And now down goes Angelo Dawkins from the apron. And now Uso splash by Jey. Going for the pin for the tag team titles. And now another kick out by Montez Ford. And now the tag team wrestling champ here in this match tags to his brother Jim. And another double super kick. Big punch, down goes Montez. And ladies and gentlemen, the tag team chemistry of the Usos playing dividends here in this matchup. Big punch, big reversal by Montez. But look at Big Jim once again ducking the reversal. Big elbow by Ford though. Big reversal by Big Jim. Big reversal by Ford. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's a reversal fest here in the middle of the ring for the tag team championships. Kick to the midsection. And now Montez with the takedown. But Jimmy already back up to his feet, and down goes Jimmy. And now Montez Ford building momentum here, but now it's Big Jim taking down that momentum with a super kick. And now into an inside Gary, down goes Dawkins. And it feels like Montez Ford is gonna have to do this alone. Big reversal, and now Ford has Big Jim, but Big Jim once again finding that reversal. Big kick to the midsection, and now there's an uppercut. And now Big Jim punching Angelo, and now going to the top rope. And now Big Jim turning around, missing the whisper in the wind. And now Montez gets up, Big Jim, and down with the reversal. Tags in Angelo. And now Big Jim getting reversed by Angelo. Big spear reverse. And now it's Big Jim trying to go for a spear of his own, but into a bulldog. And now Big Jim rolling to that top rope. Angelo Dawkins rolled to the outside. Big punch. Into a punch by Big Jim. And now Jim getting caught and landed hard on the shoulder. Going for the pin on the Usos, but Usos kicked out. And now what does Dawkins have in mind? Trying to send Angelo into the corner, or trying to send Big Jim into the corner, but it's Big Jim reversing, sending Angelo into the Usos' corner. Tags to Jey Uso. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Usos are looking for it once again. 1D by the Usos, taking out Montez, going for the pin for the tag team championships. There's two, and another kick out by the Street Profits. Big punch, a chop, and now Jey Uso with the flatliner. And now drops the elbow on the chest of Angelo. And ladies and gentlemen, this has been an even matchup here in this match. It may look like it's all been the Usos but the Street Profits has gotten some offense here. Not on Jay, but on Jimmy. Big reversal, down goes Jay. And now Dawkins trying to send Jay into the corner. Big drop kick, down goes Angelo Dawkins. And now is Ford gonna get involved? No, he's not. And now look at Jay missing the headbutt. Big punch, and now it's Dawkins with Jay Uso throwing him across the ring. Tags to Montez. Drop kick avoided, and now it's the drop kick by Montez. And now Montez going to the apron. Montez Ford looking for the cross body. But now look at Big Jim getting antsy on the apron. Head first goes Jay Uso, big reversal. And now Big Jim wants to tag Jay Uso. Has Montez for the neck breaker. And now Jay Uso with the Uso splash. And Jessica Court getting in the way of Big Jim, not letting him get that Uso or that pin breaker. But now look at Jay Uso pulling out another Uso splash, and now the Usos are tag team champions once again.
Here are your winners and new WWE Tag Team Champions, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos.
And the Usos have reclaimed tag team gold here in WWE. What a match. And what a fight by the Street Profits, but it's the Usos who's victorious. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Is a triple threat Extreme Rules match, and is for the WWE United States Championship.
You heard it from Mike Rome, ladies and gentlemen. This is for the United States Championship. And coming out first is the Apex Predator, the legend killer himself,
Introducing
Randy
the
Orton.
challenger from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 295 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton.
And if you guys remember, it was the SmackDown before Money in the Bank, where Randy Orton challenged Finn Balor. In non-title action, Randy Orton walking out victorious in that match, earning himself a United States Championship match in the future. Nick Aldis gave him the opportunity here tonight to claim that U.S. Championship. But it's not going to be easy because Randy Orton, sure, he's a Hall of Famer, sure, he's a legend, but it's in triple threat action where he doesn't have to be pinned to lose this match. But his opponent, his first WWE singles opportunity for a WWE Championship.
Introducing the challenger from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 214 pounds, All Ego, Ethan Page.
Ethan Page looking to become United States Champion for the first time in his career. And it wouldn't be the first time we saw a Canadian as United States Champion, because if you guys remember, Kevin Owens held the prestigious United States Championship Chris Jericho has also held that U.S. title, same as Sami Zayn. And now Ethan Page is looking to rewrite history here at SummerSlam. But here comes the United States champion. Here comes a man who's been dominant ever since winning the Intercontinental Championship, ladies and gentlemen, at Clash in the Castle.
From Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, the WWE United States Champion, Finn Balor!
Finn Balor defeating Carmelo Hayes to win that championship, and then defeating Wyatt Six's Joe Gacy the following episode. And then he went to also defeat Brutus Creed, part of the Creed brothers, and then defending against Wesley at Money in the Bank, retaining against Wesley. And ever since then, ladies and gentlemen, Finn Balor has been dominant, defeating Jacob Fatu on the Go Home show. He had to outlast every member of the MFTs to pick up that win. No way he's 100% here tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this triple threat match for the United States Championship. Still to come, ladies and gentlemen, Ilya Dragunov and John Cena would do battle. So Ruka would challenge Jade Cargill for the Women's Championship in the last women's standing match. Seth Rollins will take on Oba Femi for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship in our main event. Roman Reigns will defend in a triple threat match against Braun Breaker and Solo Sikoa. Big neck breaker by Randy Orton, and now Ethan Page with Randy. Big slap to the head, big punch, big reversal by Orton, and now Orton sends Ethan off the ropes into a Luthan's press. Here by the Apex Predator, Finn Balor trying to get that kendo stick here in this match, but getting reversed by Randy Orton. Big chop by Finn. And now look at Balor once again taking down Ethan Page with a drop kick, and now Randy Orton with the back body drop on Balor, and now Orton getting reversed by Page into a reverse neckbreaker. Going for the pin on Orton to win the United States title. There's two, and a kick out by Randy. And now Ethan with the headlock, and now double teaming Orton is Balor and Page down with the side Russian leg sweep. And now Orton gets up in this match, turning his attentions to the United States champion, and down with the knee to the shin. And now Orton stomping out the hand of Balor. Ethan Page has the Prime bottle that's set up at ringside, the Prime hydration station, and now Balor also grabbing a Prime bottle of his own. And now Balor getting reversed by Ethan, sending Balor off the ropes. And now Ethan Page with the spine buster. And now Randy has that bottle, and look at Randy Orton, ooh, dropping Ethan on the Prime bottle. And now Randy, methodical stomp to the head, big reversal by Finn Balor now. Big boot. Balor, though, stays on his feet, and now Ethan Page with Randy on his shoulders, and Ethan drops Randy on the top rope. Big boot. And now Finn Balor getting ducked to the outside, and there's Randy Orton taking out the knee of Ethan Page. And now there's the knee by Orton. Going for the roll-up pin is Ethan Page, and there's Finn Balor breaking up the pin attempt. And now Balor getting reversed by Ethan Page, who drops him with the flatliner on the sledgehammer. Double foot stomp to the face, and now look at Ethan Page stomping away at the United States champion. And now here comes Randy Orton back inside this matchup. Big right hand by Randy Orton. Big stomp by Balor. Now look at Balor trying to go for that shot with the prime bottle. Big right hand by Randy. And now Finn Balor sends Page off the ropes into a double foot stomp. Big elbow by Balor. And now Randy gets up here. And now Randy getting taken down by Balor, who tries to deliver that double foot stomp but misses. And now Randy Orton with the big kick to the midsection another time. And now Randy with the clothesline, now rolling out of the ring. Big boot by Finn Balor. And now, ladies and gentlemen, very even matchup here to start this United States title match. And now Balor sends Orton off the ropes. Big arm drag. And now Balor goes to the apron. Balor with the senton. Now picking up that sledgehammer and attacking Randy Orton now with the sledge. And now Randy is down. Finn Balor standing over Randy. And now look at Ethan stalking Balor on the outside. But look at Randy Orton reversing the 1916. And now Orton, vintage Randy here, with Balor on the ropes with the draping DDT. And there's the boot by Ethan. And now Ethan with the stomp to Balor, now going for the pin, trying to steal Randy's victory, and Balor with the kick out. And now Randy getting reversed by Ethan, who got caught with an RKO. That's what happens when you try to steal Randy Orton's victory, Ethan Page. But Balor is right there to break up the count. And now look at Balor for a head of steam, sending Orton into the corner with the missile dropkick, sending the sledgehammer face in the face of Ethan Page. And going for the pin, but Ethan kicks out. And now Randy Orton gets up slowly in this match. Finn Balor getting reversed by Orton. And now Orton with another RKO. Going for the pin. Ethan Page is back inside the ring to break it up. And now Orton trying to get a hold of Ethan Page. Both men staring at one another. Dropkick avoided. And now Ethan Page sends Orton over the top rope. Big form by Finn Balor. And now there's a punch knocking Randy Orton off the apron and down to the floor. And now Balor gets the bottle thrown at him by Ethan. Big pending kick by Balor. And now Randy Orton is up. And now Randy Orton has Finn Balor another knee to the shin of the United States champion. And now Ethan Page got caught by Randy Orton. Big reversal by Page. And now Page takes out the arm of Orton. Now what does Page have in mind? Sending Orton over the top rope. And now Ethan climbs to the apron as well. And now Orton getting back inside the ring, so is Finn. Big missile drop kick by Balor, going for the pin on Orton. And there's Ethan Page making the pin attempt. Big knee to the back by Ethan. And now Orton getting up Ethan Page on his shoulders and down on the top rope. Big punch by Balor, and now Balor down with the sleeper slam. And now Ethan Page gets up here. Finn Balor with the kicks to the knees. Big drop kick to the head. And now look out, Balor goes to the top rope with the coup de grace. Orton is getting a table from underneath the ring, going for a pin as Balor and Ethan have to kick. Stomp to the midsection. Ethan getting reversed by Finn Balor into another drop kick. And now Ethan Page gets up in the corner, and look out, Balor in the corner from across the ring for a head of steam with the elbow. And now Randy and Finn Balor squaring up here in this match, and Balor just getting thrown by the Apex Predator. And now Randy grabs that bottle. Big punch by Ethan, big reversal by Randy Orton. And now Orton gets sent out to the outside by Ethan Page. Kick to the midsection, and now Page with the United States champion all by himself with the flatliner. Going for the pin off the flatliner. There's two, and a kick out. And now Randy back into this match. Ethan finds another reversal, sending Orton right back out to the apron. And now Ethan taking his eyes off the Apex Predator, who makes him play with the German. And now Balor's back up in this match into an STO takedown on Orton. And now what does Balor have in mind? Stomping the chest of Orton. And now Balor with the punch. And now Balor with the combinations. Down goes Orton. Big punch once again, and now Balor turning around. Randy Orton, who delivers a 1960. Going for the pin. Ethan's bringing in a trash can. There's two, and Ethan barely getting there to break up the ring. Big right hand. I think Ethan was trying to go for that knockout punch. Orton's back up to his feet. Balor sends Ethan into the corner. And now Ethan Page getting sent to the apron. Balor with the drop kick. And now Balor sends Orton off the rope, stuck under. Balor close. I know, big German by Orton. And ladies and gentlemen, this has been a very even matchup here tonight. And now Ethan Page rolling up Orton here for the U.S. title. There's two, and another kick out. Big punch by Balor, and now Balor dropping the elbow down on Ethan Page. But Randy Orton gets up. Balor notices him. Big punch by Orton. And now Orton sends Balor off the ropes into a power slam. And now where's Orton going? Orton going to the outside. Ethan Page back inside the ring, trying to take advantage. Ethan Page raking the eyes of Finn Balor. And now Orton and Balor double teaming Ethan, but look at Orton slamming the ball in the face of Finn Balor. And now Ethan Page muscling up Orton for the high cross, going for the pin to win the U.S. title. There's two. And Orton barely gets his shoulder up. And now Ethan Page dragging Randy Orton to the middle of the ring. Balor is right there though. Balor drop him at the 1916. And now going for the pin is Orton. And there's Balor once again breaking up this ring. Penitent. And now Balor takes out Orton, and now going for the pin after the kendo stick shot. There's two, and Orton kicks out once again. And now big elbow. Ethan Page now trying to take out Randy Orton into a power slam. And now Finn Balor taking out Ethan Page, throwing him into the referee. And now Ethan Page has Finn Balor up for the high cross once again. Going for the pin. Orton is getting up, and there's a ring break, or pin attempt. Pin breakup here in this match. RKO! Where the hell did that even come from? But Orton's not going for the pin. After the RKO, now going for the pin. Balor's back inside the ring and breaking up the ring count. Orton would have won this match if he would have pinned Ethan Page after the RKO, but now look at Randy with Ray on the ropes, looking for the draping DDT. And now there's the bottle shot to Randy Orton. And now going for the pin on Finn Balor. There's two, and Finn Balor again kicks out. And now stomping the chest of Balor here in this match, and now there's the candlestick shot. And now Balor is in the drop zone. Ethan Page wants some up. Randy Orton bringing in another prime bottle, big shoulder tackle. And now Randy once again just showboating, big bottle shots here to Ethan Page, big reversal, big boot by Ethan. And now Ethan Page locking in the submission on Randy Orton. Is Randy gonna tap out? Is Ethan gonna become the United States champion? But no, Randy finds the reversal, big reversal by Ethan, and now Ethan Page has Randy Orton up. Randy's in trouble for the high cross. And now there's Balor with Ethan Page sending him into the corner. And now Balor picking up the bottle. And now going for that pin is Ethan Page trying to win that U.S. title, and there's Randy Orton breaking up that pin. RKO! Going for the pin for the U.S. title. Randy Orton and barely can't get the win. Finn Balor was right there to break it up. And now Orton and Balor, the only two men inside the ring. Big right hand by Balor. Drop kick avoided. And now Orton rolling up. Finn Balor in the corner. Ethan has a long way to go to break it up, and Balor kicks out anyways. Big reversal by Orton. Big right hand drops Ethan. And now Randy Orton stomping the head of Ethan Page. Big knee to the face. And now Randy Orton methodical here in this match. And now there's a candlestick shot. And now Balor gets back inside the ring. Kick to the midsection. And now Balor with the prime bottle once again. Going for the pin after the prime bottle. And there's the breakup by Ethan Page. And now Randy rolls to the outside. Ethan Page raking the eyes of Balor. And now Ethan stomping the foot of Balor. And now what is Ethan Page going under the ring for? There's a steel chair here in this matchup. And Ethan could have won this match if he focused on Finn Balor. But now all the members of this triple threat match is outside the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Finn Balor mocking Randy Orton, and there's a boot. Randy Orton paid. He made sure Finn Balor paid for that. And now Randy Orton showboating in the middle of the ring. Ethan Page and Finn Balor fighting on the outside. And now Finn Balor is down Ethan Page, stomping Balor. But now Balor getting up here. Ethan Page with the big boot. Randy Orton is just standing in the middle of the ring, letting them fight each other like an expert. Big right hand. And now Orton finds the reversal. And now look out, Orton with Ethan Page on the ropes for the draping DDT. And now Balor showboats Orton continuing to show, but there's an RKO. From out of nowhere, pinning Finn Balor and Randy Orton's United States Champion.
Here is your winner, and new WWE United States Champion, the Viper, Randy Orton!
Randy Orton capturing his United States Championship back after pinning Finn Balor. What a match! And ladies and gentlemen, we are back here live in Cleveland, and coming out now, we come from one banger of a match to another, because Ilya Dragunov, who called out Cena on Monday Night Raw episode 32, he wants a bone to pick with Cena. Cena accepts on the go-home show for Monday Night Raw.
Making his way to the ring from Moscow, Russia, weighing in at 187 pounds, Ilya Dragunov.
And now Ilya Dragunov, he better back up on what he says, because he called out the greatest of all time. And John Cena to a match at SummerSlam. I hope Ilya knows what he's getting into here tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, coming out now is his opponent. Arguably the greatest of all time.
And his opponent,
the 17-time
Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, the greatest of all time, John Cena.
John Cena is here in Cleveland to go one-on-one with Ilya Dragunov. And ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't place your bets on who's going to win this match, now is the time to do it. Two all-star superstars, one Hall of Famer and one future Hall of Famer, going at it here tonight. Let's get into this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Ilya Dragunov, the Mad Dragon, versus the greatest of all time, John Cena. And this match is underway. Ilya Dragunov, John Cena, here locking up earlier in this matchup. To start this match, Ilya finds the headlock. John Cena is in trouble, but Cena with the power and dropping Ilya on his neck. And now Ilya Dragunov gets up by Cena, but look at Cena now with the right hand by the greatest of all time, backing up Ilya onto the ropes, off the ropes, ducked under, and now Cena with the back body drop. And now Cena is in full control here of Ilya in the early goings, but now Ilya finds the right hand. And now Ilya and Cena once again locking up here in this match. And now Cena working over the arm of Ilya Dragunov. And now Cena takes down Ilya. Big right hand. And now Cena fighting and throwing punches at the Mad Dragon. Now stomping. On Ilya into the corner is the greatest of all time, But now Ilya pops right back up, going for the roll-up pin on Cena. But Cena reversing the pin attempt, going for the pin of his own, and Ilya kicks out. Big right hand. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Ilya Dragunov is in trouble by the greatest of all time. Big right hand, and now Cena looking to put an end to this match quickly, but Ilya finds the reversal into a clothesline. Down goes Cena. And now Cena with the trying to get up here. Ilya Dragunov with Cena into the headlock now. And now face first goes Cena into the corner, stomp by Ilya. And now big boot by Ilya Dragunov. And look at the Mad Dragon. Going from across the ring, Ilya Dragunov with the coast to coast. He's pulling out the moves early to defeat Cena, going for the pin, and a kick out by Cena. And now Cena with the right hand, big right hand by Ilya. And now Cena with the chop. And now there's a chop by Ilya, a chop by Cena, a chop by Ilya. Chop by Cena. And now, ladies and gentlemen, these two men refusing to give up on one another. Big right hand, and now Cena once again taking down Ilya. And now both men starting to form welts on the body of one another. And now these two men are hockey brawling here in the middle of the ring. Both men stayed standing. Big punch by Cena. And now Cena off the rope. Big shoulder tackle. And now Cena another shoulder tackle. And now Cena looking for the 5 moves of Doom on Ilya Dragunov. And now Dragunov is down in the middle of the ring. Cena, he's looking to drop the 5 knuckle shuffle on Ilya Dragunov. But Cena's not done there. Cena, he's measuring up Ilya. Up goes Ilya, and down with an AA. And now Cena went for the pin. Ilya just got up. And now Ilya, after the AA, has Cena with the elbow. Going for the pin. And a kick out by Cena. Cena says, if you can get up from my move, I will get up from yours. Big punch by Cena, and now Cena with Ilya on the ropes. Giving Ilya a ducked under, rolls through, clothesline turning Ilya inside out. Big elbow to the chest, and now Cena delivers a drop kick. Big right hand by Cena, and now Ilya Dragunov gets backed up to the corner, but Ilya finds a knee. Big reversal by Cena. Big punch by Ilya. And now Cena with Ilya one more time, getting up into another AA. Going for the pin on Ilya Dragunov. After the second AA, and another kick out by the Mad Dragon. And this is what Cena wanted out of Ilya. Big knee. He wants the Mad Dragon. He wants the man that went toe-to-toe with Walter, or also known as Gunther, back in NXT. And now Cena once again lines up Ilya Dragunov in the perfect position. Ladies and gentlemen, John Cena lays out Ilya with the 5-knuckle shuffle. Big punch, and now Cena measuring up Ilya Dragunov once again. Up goes Ilya, and down with another AA. Going for the pin, but this time Ilya got to the ropes. And now Cena sends Ilya into the corner, but Ilya finds a reversal. Big reversal by Cena. And now Cena went for the crossbody, mad power by the Dragon, and dropped Cena with the backbreaker. And now Ilya has Cena for a power bomb. Going for the pin on Cena. And another kick out. And now Ilya sends Cena off the ropes. Big leapfrog, ducked under, into another elbow. Now Cena finds a reversal. Big punch. Another reversal by Cena. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Cena is giving Ilya all he has. Cena, once again, up goes Ilya Dragunov, and down with another AA. Going for the pin. Crawling. Has nothing left. Going for the pin. And Cena knocks off Ilya Dragunov. What?
Here is your winner.
A match.
The greatest of all time, John Cena.
And now John Cena beats Ilya Dragunov. But what's next for Ilya? What a match. Congratulations, John. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship.
And you heard it here from Mike Rome live. And we're kicking things off with the Women's Intercontinental Championship. And ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, making her way down to the ring, the former Women's Intercontinental Champion, currently Miss Money in the Bank, getting that custom Money in the Bank design. And now Jordynne Grace has a chance to reclaim her Intercontinental Championship here tonight to kick us off. In Cleveland, Ohio for SummerSlam. But it's gonna be one difficult task here tonight for Jordynne Grace, because here comes the Intercontinental Champion, the woman who defeated her episode 23 of Monday Night Raw, the Pirate Princess. Kairi Sane, who is one half of the Kabuki Warriors. Kairi Sane has been on a roll since winning the Intercontinental Championship, defeating Lyra Valkyria, almost winning the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match, and then defeating an open challenge on episode 30. And now it looks like Kairi Sane has no intentions of losing that Women's Intercontinental Championship. Let's take it down to Mike Rome for the introductions.
Introducing the challenger from Austin, Texas, Jordynne Grace. And her opponent from Yamaguchi, Japan, the WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion, Kairi Sane.
Kairi Sane. This is her first title defense on a PLE pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen. All her other title defenses has been on Monday Night Raw. Let's get into the opening contest here at SummerSlam. And this match is official. Kairi Sane, Jordynne Grace for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Big elbow collar tie-up, and Kairi Sane just pushes off Jordynne Grace. And now Kairi takes down Jordynne with the neck break, going for the pin. There's two, and a kick out by Jordynne. And now Kairi with the moonsault here on Jordynne Grace. And that early 2 count does not look good for the challenger. And now the champion, Kairi Sane, showboating here in this match. Big chop by the Pirate Princess. And now Kairi full head of steam with the drop kick. Jordynne did not get phased by it and drops down with that neck breaker. And now into another elbow collar tie-up here in this matchup. Jordynne Grace is looking dominant now into the wrist lock here on Kairi Sane. And now switching to the back hold here in this match. But now Kairi reversing it, now working over the shoulder of Jordynne Grace. And there's the forearm by Kairi. And now Kairi takes down Jordynne. And now look at Kairi off the ropes. And down goes Jordynne with the Hurricane Rana. Jordynne Grace has no answers for the Pirate Princess, who takes out Jordynne over the top rope. Count of 1 by the referee, and now Jordynne gets thrown back inside the ring by Kairi. And now look at the champion from the top and down with the crossbody. Going for the pin. Jessica Cole is in position, and there's a 1 count by Jordynne. Big kick and another kick, and now Kairi with the chop down. And now Kairi goes to the apron. Kairi Sane missing the senton. Big stomp to the head, and now Jordynne Grace has Kairi on her shoulders and down with the scoop set. Going for the pin on the Intercontinental Champion. And a kick out by Kairi. Big punch. And now Jordynne Grace kicks to the midsection. Jordynne with the driver. Going for the pin. And another kick out by Kairi. And now Jordynne Grace is mad. The frustrations of Jordynne Grace starting to show here at SummerSlam. Remember, Jordynne Grace has that Money in the Bank contract she can cash in anywhere at any time. And with the Women's World Championship match coming up later on tonight against Io Sky and Rhea Ripley, you gotta think Jordynne Grace will be watching that match very closely. Big kicks to Jordynne Grace. And now Kairi Sane gets up the challenger with the spinning back elbow. Jordynne Grace finds the reversal, and now Jordynne getting reversed by Kairi, who delivers a spear. And now Jordynne Grace is down in the drop zone. Kairi goes to the top rope. Jordynne has not moved from the spear. And now Kairi spin with the insane elbow to the back of Jordynne Grace. There's 2, and a kick out by Jordynne. And now the crowd chanting for women's wrestling. Big throw into the corner. Jordynne just collapsed. And now what does Kairi Sane have in mind here? Grabbing Jordynne Grace, but Grace with the elbows to the midsection. And now Jordynne Grace sending Kairi Sane off the ropes into a spine buster of her own. stacking up Kairi. And another kick out by Sane. And now Kairi getting caught with the big back elbow. Now Jordynne Grace gets up Kairi once again into the headlock. Face first goes Kairi into the corner. Up goes Kairi on the top rope. Look at Jordynne Grace with the muscle buster. Going for the pin to win the Intercontinental Championship. And another kick out by Kairi. And now Jordynne getting reversed by Kairi into a back elbow. Down goes Grace. Might have knocked out Jordynne Grace, and now Kairi still missing the splash. Jordynne Grace getting reversed by Kairi off the rope, stuck under, and now Kairi Sane with the STO takedown. Stomp to the ankle, and now Kairi Sane trying to get some offense here on Grace, but Grace finds a reversal. Big chop by Kairi into a big chop, into more chops. And now Kairi Sane getting chopped by Jordynne Grace. Big reversal by Kairi into the side Russian leg sweep. And now Kairi Sane getting thrown off the top rope. Just a little too long here for the champion. And now Kairi Sane going for a ride, but Kairi finds the reversal, turning around Jordynne Grace though. Already back onto the offense, big head first into the corner, and now what does Kairi Sane or Jordynne Grace have in mind? Going to the middle rope, and there's the splash. And now Jordynne Grace gets up the champion, big back elbow reversed by Kairi, who lays him down with the spear. And now Kairi Sane goes up to the top rope. Kairi Sane already connected with one before, and there's another insane elbow. Going for the pin to defeat Jordynne Grace. And no, Jordynne kicks out again. Jordynne Grace keeps kicking out. And now Kairi Sane showboating in the face of the challenger. But now Jordynne Grace with the power getting up Kairi Sane and dropping her down. And now Kairi goes to the corner. I don't know if that's where she wants to be. Big reversal by Sane. And now Sane with the back elbow. And now Kairi gets on the shoulders of Jordynne and down with the rolling senton. Going for the pin. There's two and another kick out by Kairi Sane. And ladies and gentlemen, who's gonna walk out of SummerSlam as the Intercontinental Champion? Big reversal, big form, and another form connects. And now Kairi Sane off the ropes. Kairi with the neck breaker. And now Kairi Sane stomping the arm of Jordynne. But now Jordynne finds a reversal on Kairi. Big reversal by Kairi Sane, but a German by Jordynne Grace. But now Kairi finds a reversal on Jordynne. Big form, down goes Grace. And now Kairi Sane, what is she looking for with another splash? Stomp to the arm, and now Jordynne Grace is in trouble. Kairi Sane with the anchor locked in the middle of the ring. Jordynne Grace is in trouble. Jordynne Grace taps out to Kairi Sane. Ladies and gentlemen,
here is your winner, and still the WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion, Kairi Sane.
what a match here tonight to kick off SummerSlam. And congratulations to the Women's Intercontinental Champ. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back. live in Cleveland, Ohio. And coming up now is the Triple Threat Tornado Tag Team Ladder Match. And here comes the Judgment Day, who defeated the Tag Team Champions on Raw.
The following contest is a Triple Threat Tag Team Ladder Match and is for the World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challenger at a combined weight of 380 pounds, JD McDonough and Dominic Mysterio, the Judgment Day.
And now the Judgment Day got into this match by our general manager after defeating the tag champions on Monday Night Raw. And what a match this is for the Judgment Day. Trying to get some gold around their waist. But they have a challenge here tonight, because it's not just one team that they have to put up with. It's two of the greatest tag teams on Monday Night Raw. And here comes the team that won the #1 contenders match. After the longer-rated return to WWE on episode 30 of Universe Mode, the OC wants some gold. Carl Anderson, Big Luke Gallows.
And at a combined weight of 505 pounds, the team of Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows.
And now Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows also wants those tag team championships hanging above the ring. But ladies and gentlemen, the champions here tonight for Axiom, who's been on a tear.
Combined weight of 336 pounds, the World Tag Team Champions, Axiom and Nathan Frazier. Axiom
had a rivalry with DIY, defeating DIY to earn the title match at Backlash, defeating Motor City Machine Guns, and then still had that rivalry with DIY, and then causing them to break up. And now Fraxium, this is their first title defense in about a month and a half, ladies and gentlemen, because the last tag team title match was episode 19 against AOP, and defeating AOP to retain. But ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be your star-studded ladder match. The OC Judgment Day for Axiom, the first one to retrieve the titles above the ring, climb a ladder and get the titles. And now Carl Anderson with Dirty Dom throwing him outside the ring. Axiom takes down Carl Anderson, and now Frazier takes out JD McDonough. And now Dominic caught Luke Gallows for the arm drag, taking down Big LG, and LG just caught Dom with the chokeslam. But now Dom with the Hurricane Runner. I will try to keep up with the action as much as I can, ladies and gentlemen. Big moonsault by Nathan, big knee by Gallows. And now what does Gallows have in mind. Big elbow by Dom. And now Dom taking out Gallows once again. Big chop. Now Gallows getting reversed. And now look at Dom getting caught with the steel chair by Nathan Frazier. And now Corey Anderson on top of the ladder trying to pull down those titles. And now there's the other member of Judgment Day trying to help out Dominic Mysterio. Big tightrope by Axiom. And now Dom trying to get back inside the ring. And now climbing the ladder, meaning Corey Anderson on top. But now Axiom pulls off Corey Anderson, and Luke Gallows takes out Dominic. And now the OC is the only one standing inside the ring, and now here's Nathan Frazier getting back inside the ring, and now trying to take out Luke Gallows from the top of the ladder. And now Axiom takes out the OC. And now there's Dom, that sneaky, dirty player here in this match, taking out Axiom. But now Corey Anderson trying to take out Mysterio. Big form by Mysterio into the snapback. And now Dom connecting with the super kick, big form. And now Dom getting caught by Anderson, big knee to the neck. Axiom has held the title for over 3 months. Dom takes out Frazier on the outside. Now Luke Gallows trying to big Falcon Arrow. And now Axiom is alone in the ring with Gallows. Frazier playing possum with that boot. And now Dom with the drop kick. Frazier though finds a kick. And now there's a kick to the midsection. And now Dom back inside the ring. Big DDT on the ladder. And now Axiom with the Spanish Fly to Dom. And ladies and gentlemen, Axiom already clearing out the ring, setting up the ladder in the corner. Big knee by Axiom. And now Dom trying to get advantage with the 2-on-1, but Axiom plays that numbers game very easily, and Dom slips behind and takes out Axiom. And now Dom sets up the ladder inside the ring. Axiom takes out Dom. And now Axiom alone with Cole Anderson. And now Anderson with the punches trying to take out Axiom. Dom's inside the ring. Now look at Dom, that sneaky little snake trying to get to the titles. JD's playing defense, but Axiom takes out Dom. And now McDonough with the leg drop to the back. Big uppercut by Luke Gallows. And now, there's Mysterio taking out Carl Anderson with the neck breaker. And now Anderson is in a bad position. Mysterio frog splash, but nobody's home. Lives first straight on the ladder. That can cause some serious injury. DDT Dom got planted straight on that ladder. And now McDonough head first goes on that ladder as well. And now Axiom back inside the ring trying to take out the Carl Anderson, one half of the OC. Frazier trying to take out Dom. And now look at this, a temporary alliance between Dirty Dom and Carl Anderson. And now Luke Gallows sends Dom outside the ring. And now Dom running away from Luke Gallows, who takes out Carl Anderson. And this is the sneaky suspicion of Dominic, who gets dumped by Carl. And now the OC's the only team standing inside the ring. And now Frazier sees what's happening, trying to get back inside the ring. So is McDonough. And now everybody back inside the ring. Carl Anderson is at the top of the ladder. Can he pull down the title? But there's Dominic saving this match. Dominic is just laying right hands. And now look at Dom on the top of the ladder, crossbody avoided. And now Dom trying to take out Carl Anderson again, who wants those tag team championships. But now it's Dom climbing the ladder. Dominic climbing the ladder for the Judgment Day. Is the Judgment Day going to reclaim tag team gold? Nobody's stopping Dom. Dom's at the titles. Dominic holding on for dear life, but now Carl Anderson with the electric chair drop. And now there's Axiom with the form to Carl Anderson, and now it's Axiom taking control of this tag team ladder match. Big senton. Frazier avoided. Big punch by JD, and now JD kicked to the midsection with the brainbuster. And now look at Dom with the drop kick now. Big punch by Anderson into a super kick. And now Dominic Mysterio really hasn't had anything going in this match. The frog splash on the ladder getting reversed. And now Axiom's the only one inside the ring. And now there's Luke Gallows. And now Axiom and Dom with the temporary alliance with the side Russian leg sweep. And now Axiom takes out Carl Anderson, and look at Dom taking out Axiom. Big kick to the side of the head. And now Dom ducking. Luke Gallows hitting Carl Anderson with that shoulder tackle. Kick to the midsection, and now Anderson with the drop kick. And now Dom is down and out in the middle of the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, what a night it has been already, and we're only 2 matches in. Big drop kick by Axiom. And now Luke Gallows trying to take out Dominic, but Dominic finds the reversal. And now Dom finds a form, and now look at Dominic. Off the ropes go Luke Gallows. But Axiom taking out Dominic with the Spanish Fly, and now the big LG trying to get on top of the ladder. But there's Dom once again, playing savior for his team and all the other teams in this match. A huge drop kick, and now Dom's trying to climb. And now Dom is trying to get there, but Axiom trying to take out the ladder out from Dominic's feet. And now Axiom takes out Dominic here in this match. And I would say this match has been pretty much even, but it's been ran mostly by Axiom. And now look at Dominic bringing Frazier to the apron in a Canadian destroyer. Or how they would say it in Mexico, a Mexican destroyer. Big neck breaker, Carl Anderson just sidestepping. And now Carl Anderson with the flatliner. And now Carl Anderson once again climbs to the top. And ladies and gentlemen, if Nathan Frazier can take out Carl Anderson, it would just be Axiom and Frazier alone in the ring. And now look at Axiom, just assaulting Dom with the steel chair. But now Dom gets back up inside this ring. And now Dom trying to be sneaky. Big crossbody, but look at the power of Frazier. Look at the strength of Frazier. Down goes Dom. And now down goes Carl Anderson, and now look at Dom getting double teamed by Axiom. And now Axiom's at the top of the ladder. JD, someone needs to break it up. And there's the full Nelson slam by JD McDonough. Axiom almost won the match for his team. And now Dom picking up the ladder and taking out Cor Anderson. And ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for the Judgment Day to gain control of this match, but it's mostly been Axiom who once again takes out Dominic Mysterio. And now Cor Anderson once again trying to climb to that top of the ladder, and down goes Cor Anderson. The Good Brothers want this match to end as quickly as possible. They know the brutality of these kinds of matches. Big Hurricane Rana, and now Cor Anderson trying to hit Dom, but look at Dom. What a whip. Big clothesline, down goes Cor Anderson. And now Nathan Frazier sends Dom into the corner. And now Nathan Frazier drops Dom. And now what does Frazier have in mind? Dom's just rolling a little too far away for Nathan Frazier. And now here's Axiom getting back into this match. JD with elbows, and now look at Dom and JD working together here in this match. And this is anybody's game to win, ladies and gentlemen. And now Dom chucking the ladder at Axiom, but Axiom ducks underneath, and now trying to get rid of Dominic Mysterio. Big form, and now a Spanish fly by Axiom. And now Nathan Frazier and Axiom alone inside the ring. Frazier takes out Cor Anderson, and now look at Axiom, the only man standing. And now look at Nathan Frazier and Axiom taking down the tag team titles. Axiom retains.
Here are your winners, and still World Tag Team Champions, Axiom and Nathan Frazier. For Axiom!
And ladies and gentlemen, we are back after that amazing
contest is scheduled for one fall, and is for the WWE Women's World Championship.
After that amazing tag team ladder match, Axiom did retain, but now, ladies and gentlemen, here comes the genius of the sky, who defeated Zoe Stark on 2 weeks ago on Monday Night Raw to get this opportunity to challenge for the Women's World Championship. And now Kairi Sane looking to make the most of this opportunity, going toe-to-toe with her best friend, Rhea Ripley. Remember, it was Io Sky who took the title off of Ripley a couple months ago. At the end of last season, but now Ripley and Io are clashing tides once again, trying to get the better of each other. But now here comes the Women's World Champion, who's been on a tear after winning the title in Clash in the Castle in Scotland, after defeating Cora Jade. And then Rhea Ripley went on to defeat Jada Parker on Monday Night Raw. A couple weeks after she won the title. And then Rhea Ripley defending her title against Cora Jade, and that rematch at Money in the Bank, once again defeating Cora. And now Rhea Ripley just coming off a big win against Shotzi on the past episode of Monday Night Raw. And now Rhea Ripley has her sights set on retaining her Women's Championship here tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, still to come here tonight is the Intercontinental Championship as Javon Evans challenges Drew McIntyre for that championship. The Usos will take on the Street Profits for the tag team titles. The United States Championship will be on the line in a triple threat match as Ethan Page, Randy Orton, and the champion Finn Balor will do battle. Ilya Dragunov will challenge John Cena. Soruk and Jade Cargill will clash in the last woman standing match. Seth Rollins and Oba Femi for the world title and the WWE Championship. Solo Sikoa, Braun Breaker, Roman Reigns in our main event. Still a lot of action here tonight. Mike Rome, take it away.
Introducing the challenger from Tokyo, Japan, Io Sky. And her opponent from Adelaide, Australia, the WWE Women's World Champion, Rhea Ripley.
And earlier on in the night, ladies and gentlemen, we saw Kairi Sane defeat Jordynne Grace to retain her Women's Intercontinental Championship, and Fraxium retaining the Tag Team Championships. A great night to be champions here at SummerSlam. Live in Cleveland, Ohio, and this match is underway. Is Rhea Ripley going to be the third straight champion to retain her title? What a knee by Rhea Ripley. And now Ripley with the headbutts to Io Sky, taking advantage here early on in the night. And here comes more punches by Rhea Ripley, the champion. Big stomp to the arm, and now Ripley has Io for the back body drop. And now Ripley climbs to the top rope. Rhea wants up the Genius of the Sky. And now what does Rhea have in mind? Big axe handle. Stomp to the arm. And now Rhea Ripley once again stomping on Io. And Io hasn't had offense here in this match, in a big reversal, as I was just saying that. And now here comes Io Sky, big punch to Ripley, and now big neck breaker, down goes Rhea. And now Io kicks to the back, and now the Genius of the Sky looking to get Rhea Ripley in a spot where she wants. And now look at Io from the apron, big drop kick sending Rhea across the ring. Now turning over Rhea, going for the pin to defeat Rhea Ripley. There's two, and a kick out by the champion. And now look at Io with the double knees to the midsection. Stomp to the arm. And now Io Sky locking in the abdominal stretch submission hold on Rhea Ripley. But Ripley getting out of it quickly, going for the pin. Io kicks out. And now Io forehead of steam, sending Rhea over the top rope and down to the floor. And now what does the Genius of the Sky have in mind? Big suicide dive by Io Sky, taking out Rhea on the outside. And now Io with the double meteor. Down goes Ripley. Count of 3 by a referee. Io got back inside the ring. Count of 4 by Charles Robinson. And now Rhea stirring here in this match. Count of 5. And now Rhea gets back inside the ring. And now Io sends Rhea off the ropes. Big drop kick to the knee avoided. And now Rhea Ripley getting reversed by Io. And now look at Io. Down with the triangle. The triangle locked in on Rhea Ripley. Is Rhea gonna tap out? But big elbow to the head of Io. And now Rhea Ripley trying to take control back here in this match with the body slam. Big roundhouse, down goes Io. And now Rhea Ripley full head of steam. But Io caught Rhea. Big drop kick to the chest. But Rhea got right back up. Big kick, big punch by Rhea. And another punch. And now Io getting reversed. And now look at Rhea Ripley with the headbutt. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this might be the beginning of the end. Locking in the submission by Rhea Ripley. Is Io gonna tap out? Is Io gonna lose her chance to win the World Championship? And no, Io got out of it. And now look at Rhea Ripley locking it in again, making sure it's cinched in even deeper this time. And Rhea Ripley makes Io tap.
Here is your winner, and still a WWE Women's World Champion, Rhea Ripley.
And now Rhea Ripley once again retains her championship in dominating fashion. What a match! And ladies and gentlemen,
the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship.
we are back here in Cleveland for SummerSlam. And it looks pretty good for the champions here tonight, because every champion who has defended their title has walked out with their championship. All the champions have retained here tonight so far. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Intercontinental Championship match, as Javon Evans challenges Drew McIntyre for the Intercontinental Championship. And let me take you back to the Raw after Money in the Bank. Javon Evans took on Dragon Lee. Winner went into a #1 contendership match the following week to find out who would face Drew McIntyre. It was Javon Evans winning that match, challenging Ciampa and beating Ciampa on episode 30 to earn this opportunity here tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, he has one hell of a champion to dethrone, because the champion here tonight, the reigning Intercontinental Champion, who won the title in Scotland in that triple threat match between Dragunov, Drew McIntyre, and Logan Paul, walking out as champion Drew McIntyre, and ever since then defeating names like Pete Dunne, defending his title against Dominic Mysterio, defeating Dom, and then defending his title against Austin Theory at Money in the Bank, defeating Austin Theory as well. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys remember how dominant Drew McIntyre has been, it does not look good for Javon Evans here tonight. But anything can happen in WWE. Triple H, the CEO or the COO of WWE, has said anything can happen at any point of any second of any WWE show. Take it away, Mike Rome, for the announcements for this matchup.
Introducing the challenger. From Greensboro, North Carolina, weighing in at 170 pounds, Javon Evans. And his opponent, from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre, he has the odds going into this match. He's fan favorited to win, but can the young OG in his first championship match here in the WWE, can he somehow win the prestigious Intercontinental Championship? It's gonna be one hell of a fight. And Charles Robinson rings the bell. Big shot by McIntyre. Javon finds, the reversal and takes out Drew McIntyre with the spinning heel kick. Now gets up Drew McIntyre. And now Javon finding the chops. Up goes McIntyre, down with the powerbomb. The spin out, sit out powerbomb. And only got a 1 count on that pin attempt. And now Drew McIntyre finding the reversal on Javon. And now Javon locking up with McIntyre into the waist lock here early on in this match. And now wrenching on the gut of McIntyre. Into another form to the gut. McIntyre taking control, trying to take control of this match, and he does. Now into a headlock by the champion. But Javon Evans with the head scissor now locked in on Drew McIntyre, who just keeps getting attacked here by the young OG, and now into a leg drop by Javon, who gets kicked straight in the face by McIntyre. And now into another elbow collar tie-up here in this match. Into working over the shoulder now by Drew McIntyre to the young OG, but look at Javon Evans switching the hold around on McIntyre now. And now attacking the shoulder of McIntyre, and down goes McIntyre. And now look at Javon burning Drew McIntyre here in this matchup. And now Javon sends McIntyre into the corner, but McIntyre falls right back out. Big stomp to the head, and now Javon getting reversed by McIntyre. And now McIntyre gets up Javon Evans, but Javon finds the reversal on McIntyre. And look at Javon with the cutter and how he defeated Dragon Lee and Ciampa with the moonsault. Going for the pin to win the IC title, and no, McIntyre kicks out. Javon Evans was 0.9 seconds away from winning the IC title. Big Hurricane Rana by the challenger. And now McIntyre getting reversed once again, and look at Javon trying to go for that super kick once again, but McIntyre got out of the way. And now McIntyre slowing down this match. Getting up Javon on the apron, big reversal by Evans. And now look at the young OG with the clothesline. And now young OG gets up the champion. Forehead of steam, but there's McIntyre with the clothesline. And now McIntyre going for the powerbomb. Javon though rolls up. McIntyre going for the pin. There's two. McIntyre barely reversing that hold. Javon reversing the pin once again. And McIntyre once again kicks out. And now look at Javon planning McIntyre for a second time here in this match. Big punch, and now Javon looking for the combination, and down goes McIntyre once again. And ladies and gentlemen, this is not how McIntyre usually has his matches. It's usually McIntyre who's in control, not the challenger. And now McIntyre planning Javon Evans here in this match. But look at McIntyre firing up, but it gave Javon an opening. And now Javon climbs to the top rope from across the ring with the frog splash. And now Javon crawls into the cover, going for the pin, and another kick out by the champion. And now Javon reversing the Claymore. And now Javon trying to set up the moonsault once again, ducked under. And now look at McIntyre getting caught with an insecure. And Javon Evans can't keep McIntyre down here in this match. And now look at Evans. He has McIntyre's super kick and folding McIntyre. And now Evans dragging the Intercontinental Champion away from the ropes. And now what does Evans have in mind? In the corner, Evans with the moonsault again on the back. McIntyre was trying to get up, going for the pin again. There's two, and McIntyre once again kicking out, and there's a rain of boos coming from the WWE Universe. They want to see this kid win the Intercontinental Championship into a cutter once again. And now Javon looking to put the nail in the coffin into another moonsault, going for the pin for the IC title, and Javon Evans did it. Javon Evans capturing the Intercontinental Championship.
New WWE Intercontinental Champion, Javon Evans.
What a match. Congratulations, kid, on your first singles title here in WWE. And ladies and gentlemen,
The following contest is a last woman standing match and is for the WWE Women's Championship.
it is time for the match that Soruka has been wanting ever since she made her return a couple weeks ago, attacking Jade Cargill after Cargill defended the US title. Paxley came up short. Jade Cargill won that match. Soruka came out, attacked Jade with her championship. And now, well, General Manager Nick Aldis has made this matchup official. Last woman standing for the Women's Championship. Remember, guys, we will talk more about this when Jade Cargill comes out. Soruka was champion. Jade Cargill took out Soruka on episode 11 of Friday Night SmackDown. And then on episode 13, Jade Cargill, the Women's United States Champion, wanted Soruka at Clash in the Castle. They got it. Jade Cargill put up her Women's United States title, and Soruka put up her Women's World Championship. And Jade Cargill 6 Jadeds. Soruka with 6 Soul Snatchers. No woman wanted to stay down. No woman wanted to lose their championship. But Jade Cargill, with just a dominant feat of strength, winning both titles. Mike Rome, take it away for the ring introductions.
Introducing the challenger from Honolulu, Hawaii, Soruka. And her opponent from Orlando, Florida, the WWE Women's Champion and the WWE Women's United States Champion, Jade Cargill.
This is a rematch from 2 months ago. And if you guys remember, Soruka was injured after that match at Clash in the castle. Big punch by Soruka, starting this match out strong. Big boot by Sol, and now Soruka with Jade Cargill. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Jade Cargill, undefeated after becoming double champion. No woman has ever came close to taking the title or a win from Jade Cargill after she defeated Soruka. And now Jade getting caught by Soruka once again. And you gotta think this match is gonna go everywhere and anywhere. These 2 women won. Big right hand by Soruka, big reversal by Jade Cargill. And now Jade Cargill and Soruka once again locking up. Big reversal into a headlock. And now Soruka and Jade Cargill locking up even more. Big reversal or big switch now into the arm lock, working on that shoulder of Jade. And now applying more work to the arm of Jade Cargill. Into another forearm to the back. And now Soruka once again into a headlock. And now Sol just wrenching on the neck of Jade Cargill. And now Cargill once again in the headlock. But now into a race lock is Jade. And ladies and gentlemen, very technical start to this matchup. And now into a headlock by Jade Cargill. Now wrenching on the neck of Soruka. But now Soruka rolls out of harm's way. Big forearm, big chop miss. And now Jade with the right hand. Soruka's in trouble. Off the ropes goes Sol. Ducked under by Cargill. And now Cargill wants Soruka up. Soruka finds the reversal and down with a neck breaker. And now Soruka on the top rope. Now that won't keep Jade down. What a moonsault by the challenger. And now Jessica Core counting here in this match. Count of 5. Soruka trying to look for a weapon. This is no disqualifications, no countouts anywhere these women go. Jessica Core will follow. Big right hand by Jade. Big reversal by Soruka. And Soruka now getting reversed by Jade Cargill. Big reversal by Sol. Big right hand. And now Sol on the announcer's table. Into an elbow. Count of 1 by our referee. Now Soruka gets up Jade. Onto the table goes both women. And now what does Soruka have in mind? Big slap. Into another punch. And now, ladies and gentlemen, big right hand. And Soruka and Jade Cargill hate each other here in WWE. Big right hand by Jade. And ladies and gentlemen, Jade Cargill looking to deliver a suplex on the outside. And now Jade telling Jessica Core to count. Soruka already back up to her feet. Big ass boot. And now I think Jessica Core is gonna start the count for Soruka. Count of 2. And Soruka gets up barely in this match. And now what does Soruka have in mind? Grabbing the steel steps. And Jade going off the top. Soruka just chucking the steel steps at it. Big right hand. And now Soruka gets up. Jade Cargill bringing her to the table. Up on the table goes Jade Cargill. Wait a minute. Soruka, what are you doing? Soruka, you can't make that jump. Soruka turning behind. Soruka with the moonsault. And now look at Sol showboating on the women's champion. Count of 5. Soruka with a count of 7. Count of 8 now. Count of 9, and Jade gets up to her feet. Big kick, and now Jade is in trouble. Jade slips from behind, and now Soruka sends Cargill into the barricade. And look at Sol. Soruka, she wants her title back. Up goes Cargill. And now Soruka, face first goes Cargill into this post. Cargill is getting dominated here by Soruka. Soruka's playing with fire. Count of 7. Count of 8 now. And now Jade's back up to her feet. Big moonsault. Jade just moving out of harm's way. And now look at Jade trying to use her prime bottle. But now Jade sending Soruka into the late ring post. And now Soruka's in trouble. Jade Cargill sends Soruka into the steps. And now Jade, forehead of Sting, climbing to the top. And a big axe handle, but taking out Jessica Core as well. And now Jade Cargill gets up Soruka. Into the ring goes Sol. And now Jade Cargill follows. And now Jade showboats on Soruka. There's no referee to count here in this match. And now Jade Cargill finally has Jessica Core back in this match. Count of 3. And there's Soruka already getting back up. And now Jade just chucking Soruka once again. Off the ropes, big boot, and now Jade thinking she's won it. And look at Sol, undeniable, getting back up here in this match. Big chops and another punch, and now Soruka going for a ride. And now going for the win is Jade Cargill. Count of 4. Soruka now stirring, and now Jade stomping out Soruka once again. And now what does Jade have in mind? Going to the apron. Big cross body. Count of 1. And now Jessica Core starts the count, but look at Sol. Don't want to give up. Big super kick, down goes Ruka. Or down goes Jade. And now Jade Cargill is in trouble. Moonsault avoided. The height Soruka got on that moonsault. Big reversal. And now Soruka off the rope with the Soul Snatcher. And now both women are down. Jessica Clark counting for both women here. Count of 4. No women has stood. Count of 5. And now both women stirring after the Soul Snatcher. And now Jade sends Soruka over the top rope. Big right hand by Soruka. And now Soruka clothesline. And now look at Soruka. She wants her title back. Count of 5. Count of 6. Jade hasn't stood yet. Count of 8. And now Jade's back up to her feet. Big kick. Big chop by Jade. And now look at this. This match has gone to just throwing blow after blow with each other. Won't give up. Won't be underestimated. Is both women here in this match. And now Soruka missing the right hand. And now look at Jade. They want to go punch for punch here. Both women are exhausted. And now look at Jade. She has Soruka for the Jaded. This might be the beginning of the end for Soruka. Count of 3. And Jade Cargill taking her eye off the ball. 7, 8, 9. And Jade Cargill retained. Jade Cargill.
Here is your winner, and still the WWE Women's Champion, Jade Cargill.
Once again putting Soruka down for
the following is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
And ladies and gentlemen, here comes Seth frickin' Rollins. And if you guys remember a couple nights ago, Cena or Seth Rollins attacked Oba Femi backstage, curb stomping him into the concrete. And Seth won the #1 contendership match, and now he wants the World Heavyweight Championship from Oba Femi. And Oba Femi hasn't been that dominant as we thought he would be after winning the championship. But listen to this reception that Seth is getting here in the crowd from Cleveland. The crowd is just serenading Seth frickin' Rollins here tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, here comes the World Heavyweight Champion. The man who defeated Jey Uso at Money in the Bank. The man who lost to Penta after Money in the Bank. Here comes the ruler of WWE. And Oba Femi. Oba Femi does not need to play around here tonight. Oba Femi needs to lock in and not mess around, because Seth Rollins is a threat to his World Championship reign. And if Oba wants to hold it past SummerSlam, he needs to do what he needs to do to retain that championship. Mike Rome, take it away for the ring introduction.
Introducing the challenger. From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins. And his opponent, from Lagos, Nigeria, weighing in at 273 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, Oba Femi.
And ladies and gentlemen, is this the last time Oba Femi is gonna hold the World Heavyweight Championship? Or is somehow Oba Femi gonna power through and beat the Architect, beat the Revolutionary, and Seth Rollins? And this match is underway. Oba Femi starting this match with the clothesline. And now Oba, furious after being brutally assaulted backstage by Seth Rollins. And now Oba Femi getting caught by Seth, and down goes Oba. And now Oba takes down Seth Rollins with the boot. And now into an elbow collar tie-up is Oba Femi and Seth Rollins, but look at Rollins backing up Oba Femi onto the ropes. And Oba with the cheap shot to the throat of Rollins, and down with the clothesline again. Big axe handle. And now we saw Ruka talking to Nick Aldis in the commercial break, but now Oba Femi taking apart the announcer's table and putting Seth on it. But now Seth fighting back here against Oba Femi. And now Seth trying to put Oba on there as well, but Oba countering that again. What a clothesline, turning Rollins inside out. And now sending Seth into the Prime Hydration Station. And now Oba sending Seth's face fist into the table. And now taking down the Oba Station. Seth just got folded over the Prime Hydration Station. And now Oba Femi's looking to win by countout. Oba's looking to beat Seth by countout. He does not want to beat Seth clean. And Seth running around the ring, and Oba Femi just won by countout. What in the hell was Seth Rollins even doing? Oba Femi retains, but like we said, not as dominant as we once thought he was going to be. But ladies and gentlemen,
the following contest is a triple threat match and is for the WWE Championship.
After that terrible World Heavyweight Championship match, it is time for a main event of SummerSlam. And coming out first is the man who defeated Braun Breaker.
Introducing the challenger from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 250 pounds, Solo Sikoa!
Solo Sikoa defeated Braun Breaker before Money in the Bank to get himself a WWE Championship match in the future. And now he has a shot to dethrone his cousin Roman Reigns and pick up that WWE Championship for the first time in his career. But if you also remember, Solo did not win that match cleanly because his other cousin, his older cousin, Jey Uso, got involved in that match, allowing Solo to spike Braun Breaker and pin him for the victory. And Solo's looking to do the same thing here tonight. But it's different said and done for this man, because the badass wants his WWE Championship back.
And introducing the challenger from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds, Braun Breaker, the former WWE champion, getting screwed at Money in the Bank by the new tag team champions in the Usos, who won early on in the night, defeating the Street Profits. But now Breaker has an opportunity to win back his WWE Championship here tonight. But the WWE Champion wants to hold on to this title as long as he can. And everybody here in Cleveland is acknowledging the Tribal Chief all by himself here in this match. Told Paul Heyman to stay in the back, told the Usos to celebrate while he takes care of business. And now Roman Reigns could see an upset if Roman loses the WWE Championship here tonight. Roman is the fan favorite here to win this matchup. And introducing the champion from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, the WWE Champion, the OTC, Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns bringing out the Samoan style t-shirt here. He got that custom made for SummerSlam. Let's get into this main event match, ladies and gentlemen. And this match is underway. Solo with the super kick. Roman caught Solo with the headbutt. And now turning his attention to his former rival in Braun Breaker. Big punches by Roman, and now there's the knees by the Tribal Chief. Solo got caught by Reigns and down with the backbreaker. And now Reigns went for the uppercut. Now Breaker with the belly to belly down on Roman. And now Solo went for the prime hydration. Bottles Reigns with the big boot and 1-2 Solo. But now look at Solo with Roman dropping Roman on that bottle. And now Breaker with Solo and down with the back body drop. And now Breaker turns his attention to the champion. Big punch by Breaker, taking Reigns out of midair. And now Solo sends Breaker into the corner. Solo has Roman now. And now Roman with the elbows to the midsection. Breaker takes out Roman. And if I was Solo and Breaker, I would double team Reigns to get him out of the equation. So it turns into a one-on-one match. Big stomp to the ankle by Solo, but now Solo picks up Breaker into a axe handle to the back. Solo picks up his cousin, but Reigns slips from behind. And now look at Reigns. Elbow to the back of the skull. And now Reigns went flying. And now Breaker with the kendo stick shot. Big kendo stick by Reigns. And now throwing the kendo stick at Solo, and down goes Solo. And now Reigns is in the ring by himself. Big ass boot, down goes Solo. And now Breaker and Reigns showboating against one another, but now there's Solo. Big chop, but Reigns finds the reversal. And now Breaker getting reversed by Roman once again. And there's Solo trying to take a fast way out. Big headbutt drives Roman outside the ring. And now Breaker, the only man standing inside. Solo wants to inflict more punishment, but there's a Superman punch. But Solo stayed standing, and Roman made him pay for it. And now Breaker gets back inside the ring. Big head bump by Braun. Solo popped up after the Superman punch, and now sending Solo into the barricade. And now Solo and Breaker fighting on the outside. Big reversal by Solo. And now Breaker pops right back up, and now look at Breaker finding the combination. And now sending Solo ribs. No, Solo sends Breaker ribs first into the barricade. Big axe handle now Solo with Breaker. Sending him inside the ring. Solo follows. But Reigns caught Solo with the spear. Reigns was stalking, waiting for someone to get back inside the ring. But Breaker popped right back up, broke up that pin attempt. And now Reigns made Breaker pay. And now Roman with the kendo stick, chucking it out. Solo and down with the clothesline. And now Breaker showboating here. And now Reigns once again overshooting Breaker. And now Breaker firing up in this match into a big German. And now Solo takes the kendo stick, going outside the ring. And now Breaker sends Solo across the ring into the barricade. Big snapmare. And now Reigns with elbows to the midsection and the chest of Braun Breaker. Big elbow to the back of Solo. And now Solo gets driven into the barricade by his cousin. And now Reigns with the axe handle to the back of Breaker. And now Roman's the only one standing. And now look at Reigns getting acknowledged by the WWE Universe here in SummerSlam. Big Samoan drop by Solo. Kick to the arm, and now Solo turning around the tribal chief and now slamming his head against the apron. Big sledgehammer shot. Down goes Solo. Going for the pin. There's two. Charles Robinson making sure he counted to 2. Reigns, though, trying to grab the feet of Charles Robinson. But look at Reigns taking out Robinson. The spear to Breakker, but Robinson is out. Breakker just now realized. And look who's standing across from Breakker. There's the spear. Charles Robinson is back up. And a kick out by Breakker. And now Breakker getting taken down once again. Now Solo with the headbutt. And now Solo getting reversed by his cousin. Big Superman punch. Down goes Breakker. And now Solo turns around and gets taken down with the spear. And now Breakker pops right back up. And Breakker breaks up the pin. Charles Robinson was not in position, or Roman Reigns could have won that match. Big stomp. And now Reigns taking control of this match. Breakker rolls to the outside. Now it's just Roman and Solo inside the middle of the ring. And Reigns just unloading with the sledgehammer shot. Big gut punch. And now Reigns full control. Big forearm to the back of the skull. And now Breakker's back into this match. Roman isolated Solo for the moment. And now look at Reigns with the powerbomb. Not done there. Getting back up. Solo. Down goes Breakker. And now Solo got taken out with the big boot. And now Breakker is in trouble. Reigns lining up Breakker with the spear. Now Breakker finds a spear or knee of his own. And now Solo takes down Breakker. And now big boot avoided. Solo got the head of Reigns. But Reigns finds the reversal into a big boot. And now Breakker is back inside the ring. Roman already there, capitalizing on Breakker. Down with the powerbomb. And again with the Samoan drop. Back to focusing on Solo. And now Solo has up his cousin, Roman Reigns, and down with the thorn. And now Roman goes to the corner. Solo has the bat, and Solo couldn't do nothing. And now Roman throwing the bat at Solo. Big clothesline. Down goes Sikoa. And now Sikoa went for the spike. Reigns with the power. There's the headbutt. And now Breakker gets thrown to the outside. Solo once again getting reversed. And now Solo getting caught with the Superman punch. And now look at Reigns measuring up Breakker in the corner. Reigns measuring up Breakker with the spear. Going for the pin. Solo's getting back up. Solo's there to break it up. But Breakker with the dominant kick out anyways. And now Reigns, who's been in control this entire goddamn match. And now Breakker gets the elbow to Reigns' midsection, but now sends Reigns over the top. And now look at Reigns with Breakker. Face first goes Breakker. And now Reigns with the power of the sledge. And now look at, oh my God, Roman just chucking the sledgehammer at his cousin. Big reversal by Breakker. Big shoulder tackle, didn't connect. There's the neck breaker. And now Solo, the only one standing in this match. Reigns took out Breakker. And now look at Solo going to work on his cousin. But Roman popped right back up, going for the pin to defeat, to retain. And now Solo finds the will to reverse the pin, but now Roman reverses the pin again. Breakker reverses the pin, and now Roman kicks out. And now Breakker finds a punch, and now look at Breakker. With Solo. Down goes Solo. But now Roman. With the spear by Breakker. And a kick out by Reigns. And now Roman is down. Breakker needs to focus. He needs to bring the attack back on Roman. Now Solo's back up. Breakker getting caught by Solo. And now once again Solo getting back inside the ring. Roman's there. Roman with the spear. Breakker showboating on the outside. He doesn't realize there's a pin going on, and Solo kicks out. Big clothesline, down goes Breakker. And now Breakker gets up by the help of Roman. But look at Reigns getting caught with the super kick. And now Breakker sends Solo off the ropes into us. Frankensteiner. And now going to the top is Breakker with an elbow. And now going for a pin is Breakker. But there's Roman once again breaking up the pin, and there's another spear. Solo holding on to his shoulder, and Roman can't put away Breakker. You gotta be kidding me. And now Solo rolls up Roman. Is Roman gonna lose? And no, Breakker finds the pin attempt breaking up, but look at Roman taking down Braun Breakker once again. And now Reigns is in trouble. Double knees to the midsection. Now going for the pin on Roman to win the WWE Championship. And Roman kicks out. Big reversal. And now look at Roman sending Breakker over the top, and down goes to the floor is Braun Breakker. And now Solo's back inside the ring. And now Solo and Roman once again going toe-to-toe. Reigns finds the reversal, and down goes Solo. And now Reigns sends Solo outside the ring. Big punch. And now Reigns lays down Braun Breakker. And now Roman, he's setting up the beginning of the end with another spear. Solo's nowhere to be seen. Roman falls into the pin. There's Solo breaking up the pin at the last damn second. And now Roman sends Solo back outside the ring. Down goes Solo. Big clothesline. And now Reigns measuring up Breakker in their corner, but he sees his cousin getting a big Superman punch. He saw Solo trying to get up, but there's a spear by Breakker. Roman might have cost himself the match. There's two, and Braun Breakker wins back the WWE Championship.
Here is your winner, and the new WWE Champion, Braun Breakker.
Braun Breakker speared Roman out of his boot. Roman screwed himself by taking out Solo. What a match. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. If you like, hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. Thank you for watching, and peace out.